Hello Commanders, this is Cadger. I'm here in the beta again. I'm going to be messing around today. I decided I wanted to check out some of the changes to the bounty system. I don't normally get a lot of bounties, but of course everyone gets one occasionally. But I am interested in how the new system works, and maybe it'll be fun. Maybe there'll be reasons to become a little more criminal, or maybe not. I just kind of wanted to see, for myself a little bit of how things work. So I'm going to kind of goof around. I don't have a specific plan. This is going to be more of a play along and see what happens kind of thing. But yeah. Anyway, I'm out here in front of the Coriolis. I'm going to fire my weapons in the no-fire zone. I won't hit anyone. I just want to see what happens for a fine, because I think that's an easy way to get a fine. So, I don't know. We'll find out what happens here.
You are in a no-fire zone. Retract weapons immediately.
I get a warning from them, and then I go ahead and shoot anyway. Oh, I should probably... There. Okay, so I got a fine. 50 credits. What do these little red thingies mean? No, is this part of it? I don't know what those mean. Yeah, it must be part of it. It must mean that now I have a fine, and I'm somehow... Interesting. Oh, here it is. Anonymous access. That's what it is. Starport services will be restricted. Okay, so I have a fine, and now my starport access is restricted. Alright, I understand. Let's see if they'll let me dock.
Landing permission granted. Proceed to landing pad 05.
Okay, so I guess I can still land with this anonymous access thingy. Okay, so now I am docked here.
Touchdown. Systems offline.
And everything's red, except contacts. Oh, I can still go to the missions board though. Interesting. I can do livery, but not outfitting. What if all of these things work? Let's see. Okay, so the missions are there, but you can't actually take them. They're all zeroed out. Alright, what about this guy? I can still change my paint job. That's definitely a hole in the system. Oh dear. Let's see if it actually lets me though. Maybe not. Maybe it'll just stick me down here and it'll never let me out. Okay. No, I can still change things on my ship. Okay. Well, just wondered. Alright, so let's go to contacts now. Okay, so there's my 50 credit. Fine, and all these are red too. Interesting. So the only thing I have is authority contact and black market. Of course, I don't have anything to sell. Alright, so let's pay this off. 50 credits. Okay, now everything's back to normal. Okay, well, so getting a fine is not a big deal. You just pay it right off there, assuming that you know you got it and where to pay it. A lot of times I'll have some little fine and I'm not sure where to pay it from. Okay, so we saw how it worked with a simple fine. Now I want to go get a bounty by doing an illegal mission. I like Planetary Scan missions. It looks like they've all become illegal now. They didn't used to all be illegal, but now they are. So I picked this one up here, Civil War Surface Scan. Mission will fail on ship destruction. It doesn't say in this panel, but it did when I took the mission, that it was an illegal mission. Yeah, so we'll go there and we'll try to scan. We'll try to scan it. We'll try to get away. I'm in the chieftain because I'm just goofing around. I'm trying to get used to the ship. It's hard to fly. For me, it's too quick. But yeah, especially roll. Roll is like, ah. But I'm sure I'll get used to that after a bit. I don't know. I don't really like the ship. It feels too much like sitting in a bathtub. Something about the shape of the cockpit, I guess. All right. Anyway, enough of my babbling. Let me get over there and scan this and get a bounty, and then we'll see how it all works out. I shall return. Okay, so I arrived in the system. I went to the nav beacon, dropped in there, and scanned the nav beacon, which gave me the information that my target is on Dahan 3C. So all of that works exactly the same as in live so far. No change there. I should be able to find the search zone. Oh, there it is. Okay, search zone.
Orbital flight engaged.
Well, this is a tiny little thing, this little planet. A teeny little moon, I guess. Alright. Planet does look nice. I like the changes they've made there. Okay, so there's the outpost. Very bumpy looking ground. So what I usually do with these is I try to find a spot fairly close where I can put my ship down outside the security perimeter, and I usually try to face the back of my ship toward it so that I have a good exit strategy and easy to get away. Let's have a look down here and see if we can locate stuff first. Okay, so there's the data link right there. So I'm gonna point my back toward it and land here. Hopefully I can find a spot right around here.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, bumpier than it looks if the chieftain can't find a spot. Hello. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Gravity warning.
Okay, so there's this security perimeter up ahead. I can see it now on my hood. I'm a little farther away than I like to be, but oh well. At least it's a straight shot. So let's see. There are defense turrets, a couple of them. So maybe it's good that I'm farther away, because they will start shooting at me and then eventually my ship. Alright. We'll try to approach it as close to the perimeter as we can get. We might not have to enter the perimeter, which would give us time. Let's see. Okay, so I can scan it from here. It is private, so as soon as I scan it, I will be hostile. I'll probably get the bounty. The way it works in live is you get a small bounty, which becomes an 8-minute timer kind of thing, and as long as you don't shoot anything else and just jump away, it's gone in about 8 minutes. So I want to see how it's changed now.
Under attack.
Okay.
Bounty incoming.
So they are upset with me, as expected. I am wanted, as expected. But there's no ships in the air, so the only thing that was shooting at me was those turrets, and they can't apparently shoot this far. Alright.
Under attack. Landing gear retracted.
Okay, so that went pretty much as expected. The base fired on me, but I got away. Now I am wanted. Let's check out my messages. Oh, I got a couple of engineering materials for scanning that thing. Mission successful. They're happy. They want me back at Vonenberg. Alright, so let's go back and see if we can turn it in. What's the deal with being wanted now? What happens? I don't know. I don't know. Exactly. I mean, I guess I won't be wanted there. I hope. Let's see, what does it look like now here in transactions? 600 credit in Confederation of Dahan, so it should be okay if I'm somewhere else. They owe me more money than I owe them. Yeah. Alright. I will be back in a moment once I get over there and see what happens. Be right back.
Touchdown. Deploying ground services.
Okay, so I arrived back here. I am not wanted in this system. So let's turn in the mission first. So I don't know what I want. I guess it doesn't make much difference. I'll go for reputation. That was a lot. That was a huge jump. It was only right there and it jumped up that. So when you try, okay, so that's kind of nice. Being able to choose just reputation and influence when you're trying to gain, trying to get in good and in order to get the best missions, you have to be allied with everybody. So it'll be quicker to get allied now. I like that. That's very nice. Okay, so I got paid correctly. Everything's good. Now I want to see. If I go to contacts, there's nothing here. No bounties here. Okay. And in my transactions, okay, so it's still there. I still have this bounty over there. Now, from what I understand, this is one of the things I wanted to figure out. The bounty is actually attached now to my ship rather than me. What have I got here? So if I switch to another ship, I want to see what it says now. There's also no timer on the bounty anymore. We used to have different timers when it would expire and stuff. They don't expire anymore. They're just there. You have to deal with it eventually one way or the other. So let's see. Okay, so it's gone now. So on this ship, I could go back over there to Dahan, and I would not be wanted. I find that a strange concept, but okay. Let's, maybe it works. I don't know. Alright, so let's go back into the Chieftain again. And see if we're wanted again. The ship is actually the wanted thing. I've been kind of debating that. How does that affect things, really? I guess it means that you could have like a dedicated criminal ship. This is the ship that I do all my criminal stuff in. And then when you're done, you land somewhere that you're not wanted. And yeah, I guess you could do that. It's different anyway. It's different. I've spent so much time trying to explain the bounty system to people over the last couple of years. It seems like one of the biggest questions that we get. That one video that I did about how to clear a bounty when you're at a CG and you get a bounty, how to get it off your head. That was like one of my biggest videos in terms of views. A lot of people were interested in that. How do I do? What do I do? How does this work? Doesn't make sense. So now they've changed it, and I was hoping for something nice and simple and makes sense. But what we actually have is something a little bit complicated as well. Maybe it's less complicated. I don't know how it's going to work out in practice. I guess we'll see. All right. So what happens now? Now that I have this on here, I guess since it won't ever go away. It doesn't time out. I can't just wait it out or anything. I have to go clear it, if assuming I want to use this ship again as a clean ship and not be wanted, then I would have to go clear it. And to do that, you have to go to one of these interstellar factor guys. In the live game, they exist there too, and you can pay off fines and bounties that are well, fines really. You can't ever pay off a bounty in live. All right. Well, anyway, so now they're going to be used for cleaning your ship. So to find one, you have to search for low security. Let's see. I haven't done this in a long time. There it is. Security. Okay. So I want low security. Oh, I guess that was already selected somehow. Okay, so there are some low security guys. Let's make sure that they're populated. And we'll go off to one of those. Okay, so there should be an interstellar factor there. I wonder if it shows it here. No, it doesn't. It says broker network. Is that it? I don't know. Alright, well, we'll hope it's there. I'll go over there and see. Be back momentarily. Alright, I arrived over here in Leonard Nimoy Station. I am not wanted in this system, so my ship is clean here. Let's check it out. See if we can clear the problem. Clean this ship off. Make it squeaky again. Ah, okay, so there it is. So in order to clean my ship, I need to pay 1.8 million credits. Now I'm going to say this because I've already read this on the forums that's a bug. The lead designer Sandro has indicated that was a mistake. The actual amount you're going to pay here will be based on the size, the credits for the fine or the bounty. In this case, 600 credits. It'll be 10% of that for each level of notoriety that you have. I wonder where you can see your notoriety. You get more notoriety as you commit more and more crimes, especially murder, I guess. So this amount here is meaningless, but it still shows the process. So if I want my ship cleaned, I would come here and I would pay some small fee. Not this giant 1.8 million. It'll probably be more like, well, let's see, 600. 10% of that is 60, so it should be 660 credits to get that off, if my math is good. Oh, and I can still redeem bounties and junk that. Okay, I might as well do that. So if I pay this. Alright, so now I am presumably clean again everywhere. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. Oh, I have a bond, I guess, that I didn't. I wonder where I got that from. Oh, those must be from the Thargoid Scouts the other day. That's the only place I would have gotten something like that. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that's not too bad. That's okay. I mean, I can certainly live with that. I do like doing planetary scan missions. They're different. They're not always exactly the same. So I was hoping that I wouldn't be locked out of those because of the illegality of them, but it looks like it's not going to be a big deal. You just take a small ship. You don't really need a big ship for those anyway. And you'll just, assuming you don't kill anyone, you just get the small bounty, easily cleared. Doesn't stop you from doing things elsewhere. So it's not that different really from the current bounty. I wonder if bounty hunters will come after you in the new system. Probably. Probably. Okay, so that was the first thing I wanted to try as far as illegal stuff. And the second thing I wanted to mess around with was the megaships. So I think I'll head over now to one of the megaships and see what that's like. Okay, I just jumped in here to the Freedom Class survey vessel. I got a message when I jumped in. It said that it was scannable. That's a new message I haven't seen before. So let's see here. If I select it. Should be able to scan it with my data link scanner. Probably. Not sure how close you have to be. That planet looks amazing down there. Very cool. It's an interesting looking ship. I haven't seen one of these before. Let's try to scan it here. Oh, it lights up. Targets identified. Use data link scanner to interrogate targets. Alright, so now, oh, you can actually see them, like the targets kind of glowing. It's kind of snazzy. Okay, so there's a cargo bay. What else have we got? Hackable data transmitter and several cargo bays. A ship log uplink. Bunch of turrets. So I brought with me the Recon Limpet controller and the cargo, the hatchbreaker stuff. So I wanted to try the data transmitter first, just to see what it is. Alright, so it says I have to interrogate it with the data link scanner. So let's go up there and scan that guy and see what he does, I guess. I'm not sure how close you have to be. A kilometer is not close enough. Out of range, out of range. Used to be 200 meters on this thing, which I thought was too short. I wonder if it still is. No, it's like 400 now. Let me back off until I see exactly. 350. Alright, so 350, 350 meters you have to be. So let's scan this guy and see if there's... Okay, sub-targets identified. Sub-targets. Okay, so there's a sub-target. Limpet docking point. Recon. Okay, so this is where I can use the Recon Limpet. I don't know what will happen when I do. I wonder if I have to open my cargo hat. I'll just fire it and see what happens.
Programming limpet drone.
Whee!
Recon limpet. Link established.
Alright. And what does that do? Oh, it's hacking. I see there's a progress bar while it's hacking. Nothing's happened so far. Oh, I got a bounty now. Piracy. 1 minute and 30 seconds before they arrive. 300 credits. And what else can I do here? I don't know. Did I get anything for doing that? Doesn't look like I got anything for doing it. Alright, well. Security is going to come after me in a minute. So let's see, what happens if I jump out of here and jump back?
Under attack.
Oh, someone's attacking me already. Who was attacking me? Was it a ship? I didn't see a ship. It must have been the vessel itself attacking me, huh? I didn't notice. I didn't notice. Alright, so we'll jump out for a sec. And now I have a bounty and I'm wanted in the system. Alright, so let's jump back in there and see now. If the ship is still hostile to me or what. It's still showing limpet docking point. That must be a display bug of some kind. Wonder if I have to rescan this to see all the points that I already scanned. Don't know. It's all very mystifying. I'm sure we'll figure out how it works eventually. I don't understand what the point of doing that. I mean, I got a bounty for hacking it, but nothing happened. Nothing good happened. I didn't get any money. I didn't get any cargo. Okay, so I'm still not seeing any contacts here. It looks like I have to rescan it. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I have to rescan it. Okay, well, let's try a cargo bay then. I have a hatch breaker, so let's go scan the cargo bay first and see. Hatch breakers. That's a cargo bay, huh? Okay. I don't have any collection limpets. So I guess if stuff falls out of here, I'll have to just try to grab it. Oh, I have to first scan the guy, right? Cargo bay, okay. I see. It's the same. You always have to find the sub-target and lock onto that. Now I can do my hatch breaker. Let's see what happens.
Hatch breaker limpet engaged. Under attack.
I'm under attack, it says. I guess by the turrets. But they can't reach me here apparently because they're not hitting me. Oh yes they are. My shield is going down a little bit. Ah, look. What happened?
Under attack.
Oh. A piece of stuff flying out. What am I supposed to do now? Grab this stuff out of the air? I guess so. Okay, this is crazy. It's kind of funny. While I'm under attack, I'm supposed to grab these things. For me, collection limpet would be a good idea, I think. Maybe I'll get a piece of something.
Shields offline. Taking damage.
Okay, my shields are offline. Let's get out of here. I got one thing.
Cargo scoop.
No ships have come after me yet, though. Okay, so I am now wanted, or the ship is wanted. And what did I wind up getting? One piece of something. Coltan, oh, stolen, $13.91. Okay, well, and what did I wind up with? Bounties. 800 credit bounty. So, assuming that I can pay the 800 off for a small amount, I guess I made a small profit. Okay, well, I'm not probably going to do too much illegal stuff. That didn't. It was kind of fun. It was interesting. All right, so that's another way to get wanted, I guess. The other thing I wanted to find out was how hard is it to get wanted from accidentally shooting someone, you know, that stuff. So I guess in order to figure that out, I will have to go clean the ship again, and then go to a res site or something and try shooting people that I haven't targeted and stuff, and see how that works. So I'll be back after I do all that. All right, I've come over here to hopefully clear the bounty and clean the ship again. I do have stolen cargo on board now, so that shows on my HUD illicit cargo. But I am not wanted in this system, so I should be able to land, assuming I don't get scanned. Maybe I'll let myself get scanned just to see what happens with the cargo. What kind of a situation do you get in if you got stolen cargo? All right, so give me a sec to get over there. Alright, so I'm approaching the station. I have stolen cargo. I want to get scanned. Find out what happens. Of course, when you're trying to avoid a scan, you get scanned right away. When you want to be scanned, no one will care. I'll drift slowly toward the entrance. Maybe someone will notice me. Here I am. Criminal. I've got illegal cargo. No one cares. What happens if I just stop and stay here at 0? No? I am allied at this station, or friendly or something. Well, alright. What if I go over here and hang out closer to where they're going around and around the station? So what if I get in their path? Will they scan me then? Hey, you guys.
Scan detected.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so now I have a fine for the illegal cargo. Okay, so that's expected, but they didn't shoot at me. They did not shoot at me. Alright, so let's go inside now and land there and see how that affects things. It should be that I'm just like anonymous now, right? And then I have to pay it off. And then I should be able to continue. I think that's how it should work. Let's find out. Okay, so here we are. We're in the station. We got scanned, and that's all that happened. Was I got a fine.
Landing gear deployed.
But I had to go out of my way to get scanned, so that doesn't seem like a very big deal either. Okay, so here we are. Let's have a look, and we should be all anonymous again.
Confirmed. Power down your engines. You're all checked in, Commander. Enjoy your
Alright. And I pay my fine, $6.96. And that should put me back at normal. Okay. I could go to the black market now and sell my ill-gotten goods. For 1,061 credits. Okay. And then go to the factor and get rid of the... That won't be that big. Clean the ship again. Okay. I'm all clean again. Now, assuming that the prices actually go down to what they said they would be, 10% of the fine. Well, that's right, and I was going to see if I could figure out where notoriety was. Is it like here somewhere? Your balance, combat, profit. No, there's nothing here about notoriety. Oh, there it is. Under crime. Okay, so mine is 0 now. So what they said was that the payoff would be 10% of the fine for each level of notoriety. So yeah, and I have none. So there, at least there's a place to see what your notoriety is. All right. So now that I've done that, it doesn't seem too nasty to me. It seems like it's kind of fine. The payout, the amount of cargo I got was nothing. I guess if you were quick about it, you might be able to get more. You'd want a ship that could stand some hits, though, so you could hang out and get that stuff. Alright, anyway, now the other thing I wanted to try is I'm going to go to a res site and accidentally shoot people and see how that works out, because in the live game that seems to be the most the thing that happens the most, that people complain about. I got wanted and this guy just flew in front of me. So I want to see how that's changed. I'll be back. Alright, I've arrived here in a res site. Now there's a few ships here. It's just an ordinary res site, so there should just be some ships flying around I can shoot at and see what happens if I hit them without scanning them and stuff. Like there's one. Oops, I accidentally hit him. Nothing happened. Oop, I got a fine. Reckless discharge of weapons.
Scan detected.
He didn't go hostile. Same guy.
Scan detected.
Nothing. What if I just keep shooting him?
Under attack.
Oh, okay. Finally.
Reporting. Impulse attack. Trajectory disruption.
Yeah. Well, it took a while. I mean, it was definitely, I had to do it on purpose. It wasn't a situation where a couple of stray shots would do anything. Okay. I don't know. Is the threshold high enough or low enough? I don't know. It's hard to tell. It seemed to me like it was pretty high. I had to decide to shoot the guy, and repeatedly, before I actually got fined. First I got that little fine, however much it was, and then eventually a bounty. So now I'm wanted here again. All I have though is a 200 credit bounty. That's all, even after all of that, because I didn't kill the guy. But it is a bounty now and not a fine. So I see. So that's how it works. So first I got a small fine, and then after a while I got a small bounty. It's very small. So this would be one of those where you go to the interstellar factor and pay it off for a couple hundred credits. But you do have to go pay it off. Like there's no timer on it, so it's not, you can't just jump out and jump back like you used to. So that's going to be a bit more of a time sink when you get one of these. But they're harder to get, so it's kind of a wash for me. I don't do a lot of bounty hunting anyway, and when I do, I very rarely accidentally hit someone. And with the new threshold, I think I will probably never accidentally hit someone. Well, I shouldn't say never, right? Never say never. I will probably hardly ever, even less than I do now. So yeah. All right. Well, that's kind of all I have time for today, folks. I hope you found it interesting. It'll be to me. It'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. For my particular gameplay style, since I'm mostly legal anyway, I don't think it'll be much of a problem. It doesn't look like you will accidentally get a lot of fines and bounties. You'll know when you're doing stuff, and so yeah, I think that's fine. That's fine. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.